37 civilizations more powerful than Rome vanished without a trace. For centuries, no one could find them until 2023. Satellite AI technology just discovered them beneath the Amazon rainforest, and the cause of their collapse mirrors a crisis unfolding today. Join us for 15 minutes that will change how you see history. Watch now. Tayuna, Ciudad Perdida, the perilous journey. For hundreds of years, deep within the old Colombian jungle, a city lay dormant. Local inhabitants tried to keep this secret, like an ancient vow. That is Tayuna, also known as the Lost City, Ciudad Perdida, an ancient settlement of the Tairona people. Imagine this is one of the most rugged areas in the world. There are no roads. The only path to reach this archaeological treasure is on foot, wading through mud, traversing dense, humid vegetation, trekking for many days through the jungle. But it was not archaeologists who found it. It was gold seekers, treasure hunters. In 1972, a group of treasure hunters stumbled upon a series of gigantic stone platforms carved into the mountainside.
Wow, look at
They
this.
found terraces, stone staircases, and many gold artifacts. They only cared about the gold and secretly attempted to exploit the ruins. But their very greed drew the attention of the government and archaeologists. Without them, the lost city might have been permanently erased from the map. That intervention opened the door to other historical discoveries, one of which lies deep beneath the earth. Derinkuyu, the city of 20,000 people. We often think of lost cities as structures reaching for the sky, but what if a civilization decided to build an entire metropolis hidden from the sunlight? Let's go to Cappadocia, Turkey. In 1963, a local resident was renovating his house when he accidentally discovered a mysterious room behind a wall. It was not just a room, but the entrance to a gigantic underground city called Derinkuyu. Its scale was a genuine shock. This underground city could shelter up to 20,000 people, along with their livestock and supplies. It comprises 18 levels, tens of meters deep underground, featuring stables, churches, wine cellars, and a ventilation system so sophisticated that it still supplies clean air even to the deepest levels. Its purpose was refuge. For nearly 2,700 years, this place sheltered its inhabitants from invaders and conflict. It stands as an eloquent testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. But just as we admire the cleverness of the Derinkuyu residents, we are confronted with a greater question. Could such magnificent structures really have been built by people history still regards as primitive? The next discovery will force us to rewrite entire history textbooks. Göbekli Tepe, the curse of history, Göbekli Tepe in Turkey. This discovery, since 1995, has been considered one of the most important and mysterious archaeological finds in modern history. Here's the incredible truth. Göbekli Tepe was constructed 12,000 years ago. Think about that number. It was built 6,000 years before Stonehenge and 7,000 years before the pyramids of Giza. According to traditional theories, at that time, humanity was still composed of simple hunter-gatherers, incapable of complex social organization or building monumental structures. But what we see at Göbekli Tepe are gigantic T-shaped stone pillars, weighing up to 20 tons, exquisitely carved with animal images, snakes, foxes, wild boars. The construction and movement of these stones required a sophisticated social system, a specialized class of workers, and a clear religious purpose. This discovery posed a major challenge. It forced historians to admit that perhaps the overly simplistic assessments of ancient civilizations, particularly non-European ones, were influenced by racist biases regarding progress. It proves that our ancestors were far more intelligent than we ever imagined. The deepest mystery, after thousands of years of use, the builders of Göbekli Tepe deliberately buried this entire sanctuary. They filled it with earth and stones, turning it into an artificial hill. Why would a civilization decide to bury its greatest achievement? It's hard to believe that ancient people could build such things. But what if evidence of a civilization came from images only visible from the air? One of them, some believe, is the image of an astronaut. The Nazca Lines and Palpa geoglyphs, Peru. Now, we travel to Peru, where the arid desert has preserved one of the world's greatest mysteries, the Nazca Lines. Officially discovered in the 1920s when pilots began flying over the area, these gigantic geoglyphs, created by removing the reddish topsoil to expose the lighter-colored sand underneath, stretch for hundreds of miles. They include straight lines, geometric shapes, and images of animals like the hummingbird, monkey, and spider. The shocking fact: these drawings are so vast and geometrically precise that they can only be fully appreciated when viewed from hundreds of meters up. The question remains, who built them and why? Scientists' hypotheses revolve around religious rituals or a massive irrigation system. However, for the public, another theory is far more captivating. Could they be signals or maps designed for the gods or visitors from other galaxies? The unique point: nearby lies the Palpa geoglyphs, featuring other drawings. Prominently, the image local people and many researchers call the astronaut, a giant human-like figure with large round eyes staring up at the sky. These drawings have ignited the imagination of millions of Americans, questioning our origins and the possibility of extraterrestrial intervention. The Nazca Lines were perhaps abandoned due to a natural disaster or conflict, but a very recent discovery, thanks to 21st century technology, has revealed a vast urban network buried beneath the green carpet of the Amazon. And the collapse of that civilization had an entirely different cause. Shakshu Buddha statue, China, the unfinished dream. We return to China, where there is evidence of a mad ambition left unfinished, a project that, if completed, would have dwarfed all other monuments of its kind. In Sichuan, on the mountainside, hidden beneath layers of dense greenery, is the Shakshu Buddha statue, the largest rock-carved Buddha head in the world. Researchers believe its carving began in the 8th century, with the intention of creating a massive Buddha statue nearly 200 feet tall. But look at it now. Only the colossal head, 60 feet tall, was completed. The rest of the body was abandoned, leaving behind sheer cliffs and the remnants of ancient scaffolding. This is the unique point. Over thousands of years, trees and moss have crept up the Buddha's face, almost making him a part of the mountain. He is sleeping an eternal sleep, partly lost and partly being gradually erased by nature. Why was this project abandoned? Theories suggest political changes, lack of funding, or the sheer technical complexity of carving such a colossal piece. It serves as a reminder that even the greatest human ambitions can be undone by the enduring power of the natural world. These structures were obscured by the jungle. But what if modern technology, rather than flesh and blood people, proved to be the winner in the battle against nature? The lost cities of the Amazon, Ecuador. Now we come to the most shocking discovery in recent years, perhaps even the entire century: the Upaño City network in the Ecuadorian Amazon rainforest. For decades, explorers and archaeologists hunted for the City of Z's and other rumored cities deep within the Amazon. But in 2024, technology changed the game. Researchers used LiDAR, light detection and ranging, a technology that uses laser pulses to see through the tree canopy. The result was an unprecedented picture. The scale of this discovery is unbelievable. LiDAR revealed a network of over 100 settlements, interconnected by straight roads stretching for miles. This area is larger than any known Maya city. This is irrefutable evidence of a complex urban civilization lasting over 1,000 years that we never knew existed in Amazonian history. The collapse. The Upanya culture seems to have collapsed due to natural factors, likely the severe eruption of the nearby Sangai volcano. This is the triumph of science. LiDAR helped us beat time. But to truly feel humanity's ultimate victory over oblivion, we must return to the most classic story, the story of the golden moment that revealed itself before the explorers' eyes, changing the way we see ancient Egypt forever. This is the culmination of all searches. In 1974, in the arid lands of Shanxi Province, China, fate chose ordinary farmers to witness one of humanity's greatest historical discoveries. They were digging a well to find drinking water when their shovel struck something hard, not rock, but something fired. As they carefully excavated, what emerged was not a golden treasure, but a clay head, carved with astonishing precision. They didn't know that moment had opened the gateway to the afterlife of an empire. What they found was the beginning of a much larger story, the Terracotta Army. This was not just a tomb. This was a colossal funeral city built specifically for the first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huang. When archaeologists took over, they were stunned by its sheer scale. Beneath the earth, they unearthed thousands upon thousands of warriors, horses, and chariots molded from terracotta, arranged in perfect battle formation, ready for a war that would never end. Try to imagine the frightening silence of over 8,000 soldiers, 130 chariots, and over 600 terracotta horses, each standing guard in a solemn posture, awaiting the call to arms. What makes the Terracotta Army great is not just the numbers, but the extraordinary level of personalization. No two faces are identical. The face of every soldier, from the authoritative general to the humble archer, bears different expressions, ages, and hairstyles. This is a portrait gallery of an army that once dominated ancient China, preserved by Mother Earth for over 2,200 years. So what was the purpose of this army? It is a story of absolute power and the obsession with immortality. Emperor Qin Shi Huang was the man who unified China, but he was also deeply obsessed with death. He believed that after his passing, he would need a colossal and powerful army to continue ruling in the afterlife, fighting evil spirits and maintaining his imperial status forever. The Terracotta Army is the highest expression of preparation. It is evidence of an empire that saw death not as an end, but as a transition of power to eternity. Qin Shi Huang did not merely bury his army. He created a mirror reflecting his earthly power into the eternal realm. This discovery instills a profound sense of awe for the supreme pride of an ancient emperor who tried everything to defy the oblivion of time. It is a great victory for those who believe that ancient stories still lie hidden, waiting to be revealed. Tutankhamun's tomb, the ultimate discovery. We are now in the Valley of the Kings, Egypt. This is the story of Howard Carter, a British archaeologist who spent nearly 15 years searching for the tomb of a little-known pharaoh, Tutankhamun. Everyone called him mad. There was nothing left to find in this valley, they said. Funding was running dry. But Carter, sponsored by Lord Carnarvon, pushed for one final season, November 1922. A worker accidentally discovered a stone step hidden beneath ancient workmen's huts. After days of intense work, they finally drilled a small hole in the final door. Carter passed a candle through the opening. Lord Carnarvon, standing anxiously behind him, asked, "Can you see anything?" Carter's reply is one of the immortal quotes in the history of discovery. "Yes, I see wonderful things." It was a moment of triumph. The tomb was found intact, something unprecedented. Carter's light illuminated a chamber filled with pure gold, statues, chariots, and jewelry, preserved exactly as it was sealed over 3,000 years ago. The discovery of the magnificent gold mask and the untouched sarcophagus not only provided a massive trove of treasures, but also opened an unparalleled window into the worldview, art, and death rituals of ancient Egypt. This is the clearest proof of humanity's ability to transcend time, preserving what is most precious. From the stone steps hidden by the old Colombian jungle, the terracotta armies buried deep beneath the Yellow River, to the mysterious pyramids lying under the Japanese seabed, from the 12,000-year-old challenge of Göbekli Tepe to the spectacular triumph of LiDAR technology in the Amazon. We have seen it all. These lost cities are not merely ruins. They are top-secret letters sent to us by our ancestors. They prove that human greatness is not limited by any border or color, but lies in the ability to build, create, and leave an eternal mark. They remind us, never let prejudice, racist, or outdated theories obscure the truth about ancient wisdom. This journey of lifting the veil on historical secrets may have ended today, but our quest for knowledge never stops. Don't miss out. If you feel the fire of discovery burning in your heart, let us know in the comments section which discovery astonished you the most. And most importantly, subscribe right now. In our next video, we will embark on a chilling adventure, delving into the unsolved mysteries of an entirely frozen continent, Antarctica. You won't want to miss the truth hidden beneath that eternal ice. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We look forward to seeing you on the next expedition where greater mysteries await.